Welcome to week 1 of Rebuild Mark. I'm Mark Still. Excited to get started, but week 1 in the books. I got my bike put together. Did a quick eyeball on the setup. I've ridden 56 centimeter specialized road bikes a lot, so I knew about where things would go. Love the technology so far. Only 3 rides, but I spent a lot of time playing with the different settings because I like that kind of stuff. Really surprised at how much difference it makes on a bumpy road. And if you aren't quite sure, turning it all off on the fly reinforces that it definitely makes a difference. What will that difference translate to on the race day? I don't know. I got a lot to do to learn that and a lot of miles to put in between now and then. So we'll find out at some point soon. But so far, so good on the bike. Everything fits well and I'm having a good time with it. One of the other things I was pleasantly surprised about this week, it's been a few months since I was on a bike. September was the last time I rode outside, and I didn't feel as rusty as I thought I would be. That said, the crunch of only 11 weeks to go is really setting in. And anybody that knows me, and if you watched the series last year, you know structured training's not my thing, but I reached out to a coach. I reached out to Kristen Legan via her website to see if she has room for another pupil between now and June. And she hasn't responded yet, but I hope she says yes, because I want all the help I can get. And it really came down to, I have a coach at work. And that coach has really helped me. I don't know that I'd still be working at the company I work at or be as successful as I am in that position if it wasn't for my coach. So maybe Kristen can do the same thing for me on the bike. I'm gonna embrace even more things that I've never really embraced before. And in that same vein, these, I believe, are called running shoes. People use them when they don't have bicycles to get exercise. I bought 2 pair of these. One pair is going to stay for the outside and one pair is going to be for the inside because I've been running on a treadmill, which is not my favorite thing to do, but I have a thing called the Bob's Burgers workout where I watch an episode of Bob's Burgers and I run hard during the commercial breaks. So I'm going to embrace everything that might help. Based on the 4-mile walk through the mud last year, I might need to do some more walking this year. So I'm going to try these things out, as foreign as they might be to me, and see if it helps in the long run. General fitness, I think, is going to be important. So to round out the program, I'm going to continue to work on core strength, do a little weight training, but way back in 2021, the only time in my life I've had a New Year's resolution, I finished it. I did 100 push-ups a day in 2021. I'm going to stay on that train. I keep doing those push-ups. They really help core strength. I'm going to add some other pieces and parts to it because I think over the course of 200 miles, that's a pretty heavy battering you take in that terrain, and I want to be ready to handle it, whether that's pedaling, get my nutrition right, but also can I just stand that kind of pressure and that kind of vibration over what might be 15 or 16 hours. And if all this sounds surprising based on what you heard me say last year, you're not wrong. I kind of just hoped it'd work out last year. I rode a little bit, but I figured it's bike riding. I've been doing that for 20 years, and we see where that got me. This year, I really hope to be a little better prepared, and it's fun. It's riding bikes, so why shouldn't that be fun? Hey, and don't forget, this is a group project. I need your help and encouragement. If you're in the same boat as me trying to get to it and get going and get fit, let me help. Let me be your support team too. If you're out this way in Colorado, let's go for a ride. If not, follow me on Strava at Uphill Still. Subscribe here on YouTube. Watch slowguyonthefastride.com and Instagram at slowguyonthefastride for all the updates, the failures, and the successes, and what will ultimately end up being a long, fun day in Emporia, Kansas in June.